Hi everyone, how is it going? I'm Martin and you're watching LOS Language Online Services. Today, as ever, I'm here to tell you about one of my DIY do-it-yourself lessons. First up though, do you ever get comments about your work? I bet you do. So, are people cruel or kind to you? Or maybe, like beauty, this is in the eye of the beholder. Now you're probably thinking, Martin, where are you going with this? What exactly are you getting at? Well, feedback. Giving and getting feedback is the name of this game, my friends. The rules of feedback are as fluid as the nationality of the participants. In this day and age, most of us communicate across cultures. So it's important to understand how frank or soft, how blunt or subtle, how direct or diplomatic people are with constructive feedback, or negative criticism, if you will. My lesson, Construction Industry, will equip you to factor several cultural nuances into the equation. So offense is neither given nor taken, but progress is still achieved. Let's dive right in and see what I've got, shall we? The introduction you see is basically about the origin of feedback, where this expression came from, and how it was used back in the day. Then, there's language 1. This part is based on the work of Erin Meyer and her book, The Culture Map. Erin is an expert in national cultural differences and how these impact international business. So in this part, you will learn and practice how to give constructive feedback to people from different cultures. Then, there is language 2. This is an amusing illustration of several common misunderstandings between the British and Dutch culture. It's fascinating to see what happens when two different cultures communicate with one another. I could tell a good few stories about this. I'm originally from Prague, the Czech Republic, or Czechia, but since 2010, I've been living in Sweden with my Swedish wife and our little son. Our family comes from 8 different countries. So when we get together, when we start talking, there is a lot of productive disagreement and misunderstandings happen because we all come from a different culture. So in this part of my lesson, you can take a deep dive into these misunderstandings. Next up, I'll hand it over to you. I want you to get ready for your next feedback session. I'd like you to get it right, because if you do, you will build trust and you will motivate people. People will consider you a trustworthy person. At the end of the lesson, there's a little bit of homework I'd like you to complete. You can also listen to our Idiomania podcast show 47, in which my English friend Rory and I introduce several idioms relating to feedback. Alright, do you find this stuff useful? I hope you do. Please reach us at www.languageonlineservices.com to download my lesson. You can also check out our Idiomania podcast show. I'll be back with another DIY lesson sooner rather than later. If you feel that your feedback tactics are not working, maybe you can start with a clean slate, with a blank sheet of paper, like this, and you can learn some strategies, feedback strategies, from scratch. This lesson is a great start, I think. Okay, everybody, have a great time, and please get constructive right here, right now. See you later.